Morning YouTube, Monday morning, it's 6:30, something like that. I'm just thinking about love and to a certain extent belief, but love specifically, so I've been thinking about it a lot recently. And what does it mean, really? Because I guess quite a lot of the times I've heard it used recently it's really just meant a description of the internal state of someone's body, it seems to me. Do you know what I mean? Like when someone says, I love you, sometimes I think all they mean is, I've got some kind of biochemical stuff going on inside me and it's doing these things to my neural pathways, and a certain kind of, certain chemistry is being activated and that's doing certain things. I think that's all they mean in many ways. You know what I mean? They might as well be saying, I've got a stomach ache, or I've got a cramp in my leg, or I'm dying to go to the toilet. It's really just a readout of an internal state a lot of the time, I think. Isn't there a song called More Than a Feeling? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just reminded of that right now. But it seems to me that that's not an adequate enough definition for me, really, I don't think. I think if someone says, I love you, or, if someone says that, I think what it has to mean is a description not just of the internal movements of a single body, but of the kind of external behaviour of the person who moves around in that body. You know what I mean? Because all beliefs and thoughts and feelings are the results of some kind of movement, a movement of a biochemistry or something like that. All thought is internalised movement. As I said that, it'll come back to me in a minute. But so it is all a description of some kind of movement. But if the movement is just confined to the internal biochemistry of a single human being, then, as I say, it doesn't provide any more information or make any other kind of claim other than this is what my body is doing right now. No, it's got to describe actions in the world. It's got to describe what that person is actually doing, perhaps in relation to the object of that affection, or the claimed object of that affection, or it will make accurate predictions, or maybe it's a kind of promise in which the person is making accurate predictions or claims about how they will behave in the future. Maybe it means that kind of thing. That kind of makes sense. But if it's just confined to the internal milieu of the body, it doesn't mean anything at all significant. And the reason why I think I mentioned belief is because I've been thinking about analogies for this, or parallels, and it seems to me it's very similar to, again, some people that I've met, not anybody I know right now, who claim to be religious, or particularly claim to believe in God. They'll say, yes, I believe in God. And then you'll say, well, how does it manifest? You know what I mean? What do you do as a result of that? Do you behave better? Do you go to church? Do you pray regularly? Do you help the needy, feed the hungry? Do you, what do you do in the world as a result of that you probably wouldn't do anyway, at least? And quite often, actually maybe not quite often, but certainly on some occasions, there's no actual impact on the world at all, zero. So again, this statement of belief, a belief in God in that case, is again just an internal readout of the body. My God module is firing, or I've got some kind of right brain thing going on, or again, I've got some things going on inside my body which make me feel slightly sublime and slightly subservient to an invisible authority figure. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? It's just a feeling of. It's just a feeling. It's just a description of a feeling, with no more greater significance than pain in my leg, busting for a shit, my foot's gone to sleep. So yeah. More than a feeling. That's the song, isn't it? Yeah.